Hello, everyone. Welcome to our official day.
It's official! Yes! It is our Wellness Wednesday podcast. We are here, people. We are here and we are so excited.
Yes, I'm excited, sis.
We've been working on this for quite some time.
Yeah, it's here now.
It's here. It's here. We still got some things to work out, but we're going to press our way anyway.
Yes.
But I will tell you one thing, we won't be before you long.
Oh no,
How long?
not long.
Not long. We're going to say what we need to say and get on out the way. All right?
Yes.
All right, sis. I believe our topic today is what is wellness? I guess you guys say, this is a wellness podcast, so exactly what does that look like? And so tell them a little bit about what is wellness.
Well, let's define wellness. It said the Global Wellness Institute defines wellness as the active pursuit of activities, choices, and lifestyles that lead to a state of holistic health. Wellness is a conscious and self directed and evolving process of achieving one's full potential.
Full potential. That's what wellness is. Achieving your full potential, being your best self. How many people need to be their best self?
I know I do.
I know I do. I'm working on it.
Yes.
I'm achieving and striving for it daily.
Daily.
It's evolving. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that you get in a matter of months or even a decade. It keeps happening as you grow older and evolve, and things that your environment, your situation,
Yes.
all kind of factors that play into it. Wellness has to change as well. You have to find what works best for you.
Right. You say the best. It's an ongoing process.
Thanks. Well, wellness can be multi-dimensional. So like I said, there's plenty of factors that play into wellness. One of them is your physical well-being, our bodies. And I think when we talk about wellness anyway, that's the first thing we go to. I think that's the only thing we think about.
Yes.
Our physical well-being. And it's not just about that, but it is a priority. So you want to make sure that you're going to your doctor's appointments, keeping your wellness and annual exams, your nutrition, exercise, working out is just as important as the mental aspect and the rest of the factors that play into that.
Yeah. And you touched on mental just now. And that is also important. Just having a good mental state. Just knowing where you are. Knowing if you need additional support around that. Of course, you know that Chrissy is a therapist, and I also work in the mental health field, and I'm a counselor. And we always push people. Sometimes they feel like they don't need to talk about it, but a simple conversation of just expressing your emotions will help your mental state a lot. Just getting things off your chest.
I love how you said it's just a conversation. And that's what, when we're talking about seeking mental health, it's just about having someone who can be an unbiased person on the other end that you're talking to. And it's just about having a conversation about problem solving, about being creative, about developing tools, different things that you can use in your daily life just to get you through the day.
That's it.
Another dimension is your emotional well-being. We hear that a lot too. And that plays into the mental health aspect. Being aware and accepting and expressing your feelings and understanding the feelings of others. I think I come into contact a lot when I'm in sessions about people don't even know what their emotions are. A lot of times I am angry, but the underlying fear could be sadness, or it could be fear. And it just, the expression, the action comes out as anger. And so when people sit down and really take the time to dive into what they're really feeling, what was the thought that was connected to the emotion that caused the behavior? And so that's what you learn when you're working on your your emotional well-being.
And another dimension is spiritual. Searching for meaning, a higher purpose in your human existence. Faith-based. Some people, are religious and they go to church. as they uh, what's the word I'm looking for, Christy? They go to church for they
To get grounded,
yeah
find
grounded.
some
That's the
type
word.
of spiritual guidance, strength.
Yes, strength.
Hmm.
And you can. I know people will be like family and your friends, and then sometimes you just need that outside. And church sometimes is that outside where you can just be together, worshiping with people that believe in the same thing you
Hmm.
worship, that you believe in.
And actually, now I was also thinking about how substance abuse, 12-step programs, how they really base it in faith.
Hmm.
What is that? It's gosh, it's the prayer. I can't think of. Lord, grant me the serenity
Unity
prayer.
prayer.
Thank you,
Hmm.
the serenity prayer. And how you use that. You have to have something that you hold on to, whatever your beliefs are, your higher being, whatever that is. You find it and you use it and you hold on to it while you're also working on your physical, mental, emotional. This is the spiritual aspect. So you might even be stronger in some of these other dimensions and weaker in another. And so you need to figure out which of these dimensions do I need to really, is it a priority for me to become well in?
Right.
You can work on several of them at the same time. You can work on the physical, exercising, implementing that, and also going to a therapist or your pastor or your life coach and talking about your emotional and mental state. Another dimension is social, connecting and engaging with others in our community in meaningful ways. One of the deadliest things that people can do is isolation,
Yes.
right? When you get in that dark space where your thoughts and your mind start playing with you, that's the devil's playground, they say.
Yes.
I
That's when
remember.
stress come in. Like I said, depression. All
Hmm.
that creeps in when you isolate.
Exactly, and those negative thoughts. And so when you have a positive social engagement, whether that is a hobby, painting, sculpting, pottery, bowling. We know some people who love bowling.
Right.
Our family used to do that a lot growing up on the weekends, go bowling. If it's going to the movies, if it's your church social gatherings that you have. We have our Wednesday impact sessions that we're looking forward to tomorrow night. And so there's different things that you just have to make sure that you have an outlet and you're not just isolating
Yes.
yourself
So
and
important.
being alone. It's good to have a support system.
And also, environmental is another dimension. Your environment, having a safe place, peace, protecting that. If you don't have that, like you said, all those things creep into you. Like I said, isolation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, things not going well for you. So you want to make sure that you have good relationships, knowing, identify if the friendships that you have are very
That's
important
good.
or are they toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just have to cut people off. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's just point blank. So identifying what is important to you and what is needed in your life. So you really need healthy friendships and relationships.
And another aspect of environment hours, people really need to take a look around how they're living,
Yes.
right? You can't be in a clutter, hoarding, um, compacted,
Good.
just a lot of stuff around you, chaos, and expect to be mentally sound and emotionally sound when everything around you is chaotic. It's
Everything's
just a
fine.
lot going on. I like to have a great space. I know I can't have I'm sorry, I can't have unorganization around me. So I know things need to be put back in order for my mind to be clear. I know, especially in the spiritual world, we talk about the prayer closet. So having that space and
Mm-hmm.
making sure that things around you are in it, you're setting the stage for what you need.
Yes.
Mentally,
Good.
emotionally,
That's good.
and emotionally and spiritually, you're setting the stage for that. Another dimension would be occupational well being. Now, that's something people I don't think really consider. Occupation. We hear a lot of people, your job can be taxing, especially now in today's society.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had this conversation earlier today about how coworkers are not happy you hearing that, and even with the people that we serve, it's just really hard to separate the two. And you have to make sure you do your due diligence in leaving that stuff at the door, not bringing that home to your family. Yes, your boss can be annoying, and coworkers, the competitiveness in the field, it can be taxing on the body and the mind. But we have to learn how to separate those things, I think, and finding the job that works for you.
And also, Casey, and not allowing fear to not allow you to branch out to go into different
That's good.
things. Maybe you want to try something
Mm-hmm.
new, and you're allowing fear not to hinder you from that. Be a barrier.
Now, I can be a witness to that. When I first started out in this field, getting complacent
Mm-hmm.
and stagnant
Yes.
because it's familiar, it's comfortable, and you just don't. You're scared that if you go try something else, it's not going to work out, and then what? But sometimes you have to launch out
In the deep.
in the deep, launch out into the deep, and let the Lord guide you.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
And make sure you have the supports, and that goes back to conversations. This is something I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I have a solid foundation while I'm stepping out here into the unknown, and I know if something happens, I have a safety net.
That's it.
And it's all about planning too, because sometimes if you wait too long, he'll push you out that thing.
Yeah. Come on now.
That's what happened to me. Fired.
Oh my.
Should have been gone.
Oh yeah.
Should have been
It
gone.
got you out. He got you
He
out of there,
got me
didn't
out
he?
of there. But it was a lesson that I needed to learn, because I should have been out of there. And he was speaking to me prior to that, and I just wasn't moving fast enough because it was fear.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared of launching out there and doing something different.
Oh, God.
But thanks be to God. Oh, that took me out of
Yeah,
here. Go
me
ahead.
too. Intellect was another one. Some people may be wanting to go back to school just to get something under their belt. It could be something as simple as I did, just getting more education about substance use.
Yeah.
I would have never thought about going back to school to get educated on substance abuse, but I knew that was important to what I did with my job, and it will help them
Mm-hmm.
and also make me better with supporting them with the things they need. So intellectual could be another dimensional that you can use to further your education and have a good support around that, as you said, Christy. And some people have that fear, especially mothers that may have children, may say that's a
good.
lot. So
Yeah.
if you have a good support system that will allow you to further
Your education. I think it's just important to, if you don't know something,
get knowledge.
get knowledge. Until you know better,
You do better.
you do better. And I think that's another thing where that fear comes into place, because I don't know. So if it's something that you get connected. So even if you don't know what avenue educational wise to go, get connected to someone who is there already.
Right.
It's all in who you know. You become more comfortable when you get knowledge about something. You stand steadfast, unmovable. Me and our older sister, we had a conversation about faking it till you make it. And I think there's something before that. Even if you're faking it, you're still in the process of action of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So that when I do make it, I'm not faking anymore. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So it's all about putting yourself in the right position to get where you want to go.
That's kind of similar to getting jobs that you're really not qualified for.
You get the
And
truth?
then you just get in there and you just learn that thing, and then you like,
Yeah.
Mm.
And sometimes he'll help you get there.
yeah,
You might not feel like you qualify for it, but if you can just get your foot in that door, throw it. If I can just get a shot, ain't that what Shador said? If I can just get a shot,
mm-hmm.
somebody, one of these teams pick
Pick me up.
I promise you, I show you better than I can tell you.
That's good.
You have to have faith in yourself sometimes, even when people around you don't. I like that. I felt that
That
in my
was good.
shot. Okay. Our last dimension is financial well-being.
Yes, we all need that.
Oh, don't we all need that? Especially in a time like
But we ain't
right
now.
Financial well-being. It's about making sure you're comfortable, stable, and making wise decisions. Sometimes, especially when you have poor emotional and mental health,
Impulsive.
There we go. That's where I was leading, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Impulsivity comes in. And we think if I go shop and spend this little money instead of paying my rent and my mortgage and the light bill, I'm going to go gamble this because I'm hoping I get. We're not making wise decisions.
No.
We want to make sure that we're planning ahead. There's dreams and goals that we have, in order for them to achieve it. You want to have that new car. You want to buy that home. You want to further your education. Those are things that you have to financially plan for.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to make sure that that is an aspect. So all these dimensions, these 9 dimensions that we talked about: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, environmental, occupational, intellectual, and financial. Figure out which of these dimensions do I need to work on to get whole and well.
That's good, sis.
Thank you. Yeah. So we talk about next, the last thing you want to do is how to create an effective wellness plan for yourself. You're asking, well, I hear y'all talking. How do I start? The first thing you want to do is paint a clear picture. Write out what well-being in each dimension looks like. That's what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to be whole in all of these areas, what is that going to look like for me? Because what my wholeness might not be your wholeness.
Right.
And so you want to plan. This is person-centered.
That's true. And the second is identify the blockers. What are your barriers that will keep you from obtaining any of those things that you need to work on?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the next step. Identify the barriers.
What's standing in your way?
Yes.
That's stopping you from moving towards your goal of wellness. The third is identify what is out of your control. Now,
that's important.
This is something I tell my clients all the time. What can you control in this situation? Because if it's something you can't control,
I'll be worried about it.
please let it go. Let it go. You can't do nothing about it. Why are we stressing? Putting ourselves in a corner, crying, crippling ourselves mentally and emotionally over stuff we can't do anything about. We take on a lot of stuff we shouldn't.
Yes.
And we got to learn to let it go.
That's good. Brainstorm what is possible.
What you do have control over. Because some stuff you do, and you ain't doing nothing about it.
This go back, I say, what is obtainable? What can you actually reach?
Yes.
That would be the thing to, I just say, it's possible. What you're able to get to at this point right now.
And you know what you should do? Start small.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you know it's something small, achievable, that's success. You can see it. You reached it. You accomplished it. Pat yourself on the back. Kudos to you.
Yes.
And then strive for something long term. So set short-term goals. And then once you achieve those and obtain them, then you strive for the long term. Don't set yourself up reaching for the moon and we can't even get past the front yard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start.
Let's stay in our lane. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Oh, I got tears. Okay. Identify what's working. What's working? A lot of times we forget that some things we have overcome already. We've done it. I've seen this before. That seems familiar, and I got through it. What did I do to get through it?
Mm-hmm.
What coping skills? What resources? What supports did I have? We forget that because we feel like every dark cloud is new and it's heavy. But we forget that he's done it before, he'll do it again.
God, I'm a witness.
Come on, somebody.
Where we at? Design your plan. Now that you've done all these things, now it's time to write down what we want.
Exactly.
Design what you want to do. Put it down, make it plain. As Chris said, make it obtainable.
Write the vision. Make it plain.
Yes.
Make it plain. It's called action. Faith without works is dead. So once you have the faith and write it down and this is what I want to do, now you got to put some action to it.
Come on.
The last thing, balance. Oh, it's so important. Balance. Having a healthy balance of things. Understanding that you can't be all, do all, be Superman, Superwoman. There's a balance.
Yes.
You have to replenish yourself, refill your cup before you can help somebody else. You have to make sure you're stable before you can help somebody else.
Come on.
Sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine.
That's it.
Balance, people. It's healthy.
It
And
really is.
in all of that, you'll have some peace and wellness.
That's it.
I like that thing.
I do too.
I think this was a great introduction to
It
what
was.
wellness is. While we're here, while we're coming here every week to talk about lifestyle, wellness, and wholeness.
It's so important because so many people don't even live a balanced lifestyle.
Oh no, you either work too much and then that affects your family life, or you're too consumed with the family and trying to support everybody else that you can't even get your work life right, your own personal goals and,
Yes.
and things that you have for yourself. You got to have that good balance in there in order for all of this to work. Because if you don't have balance, then everything is null and void, to be honest with you.
That's true.
Yeah. So we hope that we've said something today to help you on your wellness journey.
Yes.
Please take some of these things down. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube. And we will see you next Wednesday. Thank you.
Thank you so much.